Okay.
Closing questions.
All right. For one, do you believe that the war at the end of One Piece arc is a Great Ninja War? Since you're probably gonna have everybody.
Interesting.
And two, do you think Zoro would have been better? Not in the first war. Not to influence them.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily because, see, here's the thing: is it would have been nice to get a few isolated fights, like to see how far Zoro's come when he tries to fight Mihawk again.
Exactly.
Even though it's pre-time skip, so he's for sure not about to be on Mihawk's level. That would have been cool. But see, here's the thing: is the fact that Luffy was so outclassed, and I feel like I'm about to be proving your point.
Exactly.
Luffy was so outclassed. It would not really have made much of a difference if the rest of the Straw Hats were there, especially like Sanji and Nami and them.
Exactly.
Really
Bodied. Where's Nami? She's in the bottom of the ocean because she couldn't make it. Got earthquakes out here.
Poor Usopp. Usopp would have met his dad though. Maybe. Was he there? He got there exactly when he left, right? All right, I agree. I'm saying because also we wouldn't even got the 2-year time skip, right? He would have been like, "Yo, meet up in 2 years." Plus, Zoro wasn't gonna be like, "Hey, Mihawk, I know we just fought. Can we go back to your place and train?" Like, we can't do that, right?
I'll say this. I could see the time skip still happening. Reason being, the time skip wasn't just because Luffy got his ass kicked in the war. It was also because he got destroyed on Sabaody Archipelago, and in that moment he knew he was not ready.
Nice.
That's where he met Rayleigh in the first place. So he probably still would have thought, like, when they got scattered everywhere, like, all right, we need to train.
I'm trying to remember. How did
already getting alluded to by Gecko Moria when he told him, like, you're not ready. So there's that.
Well, I'm saying people going where they went. I'm trying to remember, how did he meet up with Rayleigh? Because then he went to.
So Rayleigh was already on the island about to get sold at the slave auction. So he was there when Luffy punched the Celestial Dragon, right?
But then he got.
If you fuck with a Celestial Dragon, then you
already.
They gotta call in like a admiral or a vice admiral. So that's when what's his name, Borsalino?
Which one is that?
Kizaru, Admiral Kizaru.
Okay, yeah.
That's when he came, started fucking shit up, and then Rayleigh came and saved him.
Yeah.
Because he had hockey, so he
exactly. Found him. Blue. Why do you have blue?
Yeah.
I mean, why does this dude have purple already? Why do you have purple already?
Now that we're past that, let me make my final statement.
There you go.
As to why Naruto is a better war arc. So I understand when you're saying there's threats, but really, I don't even know that you could call the Marineford Paramount War a war. By definition, a war has 1,000 deaths in a calendar year. That's a war, right? Granted, they do declare war, but really, it's only like 30 niggas that die. It's only like 30 niggas that die in that fight. It's really just a big ass fight. Like,
everybody squabble. You get your squad, I get my squad.
In the Naruto war, you had a whole. Like, Shikamaru's dad died.
Oh my god.
I was gonna bring up the fact that we never. I was gonna say we never brought that up. I was gonna say that we never brought so much for like.
We never talked about like significant losses like that.
So and like really, in the grand scheme of things, they lost. Like.
Who? Naruto.
Oh, they for sure took L. That was an L.
I guess they won because Itachi did undo all of it. So
they definitely won because no one was in the ultimate genjutsu for the rest of their lives. So they will.
No, he did get it off though.
He accomplished it, but they weren't not for forever.
Yeah.
And
it's like he snapped the fingers, but then they went in game and
exactly.
And undid the snap.
Talking about laws, I'm pretty sure they definitely lost in the They definitely lost in the Marine 4 war. They didn't get the guy they was coming for. They lost their OG. Oh, shoot him.
I'm out of ammo. Ain't that a bitch?
You only have one gun?
Only I. Yeah.
My case for the fourth great Shinobi War.
In the
To be
words,
continued.
in the words of Shannon Sharp, you know what I'm saying? My job is not to argue you. My job is to help the jury at home. The audience is the jury. Comment down below what you think is the best arc. If you agree with one of our ideas that we think is the best arc, why you think is the best arc, and if you have a better I'm sorry, I keep saying arc. War arc. Arc with a war in it. Let us know. We obviously didn't bring the Bleach. No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, we obviously didn't bring the Bleach war arc in because me and Simba have not read the manga, so we're not going to argue something we don't know. If you want to comment down, you know what I'm saying, we not fuck all that bullshit. If you want to comment down below and talk about the war arc, Bleach war arc, go ahead. He believes that it actually is the best war arc. I can't stand behind that. Anything with a black in there, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I can't argue that. I'm sorry. All right.
But going forward, now we have a super interesting topic which we feel
that we
any anime fan can put their 2 cents
get behind.
in.
Yeah. Go ahead, sing. This one's gonna be better because I think we all have.
What makes a good anime? It has to have a great story characters, as we said before last week. But what makes a phenomenal anime?
Oh, I like that word.
Is plot twist. If you don't have a plot twist, boy, I'm sleep.
Plot
If we can
twist.
figure out what's gonna happen at the end, your anime is trash.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point if you know what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I hate spoilers, no matter how often. See, that dude really took my main. Okay, hold on, let me figure this out. What are you gonna be, see? Never mind, I already chose Bangalore. You know what I'm saying? We watch a lot of anime, man. We watch a lot of it. We read mangas all you know what I'm saying, all across the slice of life, romance, action. We stay with that action, adventure, whatever.
I can't read, but yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We know it. So, like, at certain points, you know what I'm saying, you could start predicting the end of an anime because they're all usually around the same thing. So, when you get to a point where you find the unexpected, that really catches our eye. We're like, all right, you know what I'm saying? That's when you get boosted up to, like, top 10, top 15, top 20 talk. Because you're like, yo, we didn't expect that. You know what I'm saying? So, I went first last time, so I'm not going to go first.
I'll go first. I don't even care. So, a few years ago, my friend here, Aaron Jingles.
All right. Don't put my government name out there, boy.
I forgot.
my boy ain't said his real name yet. He gonna jump and give them my full government name.
I'm trying to be so professional. I'm trying to be so professional. Anyways, my boy Jingles. I don't even have to call this man no more.
Oh man.
My boy Jingles tried to introduce me to a show called Mary Nikki, and like off tops, like
I appreciate that.
He just showed me like the first like 4 minutes.
Tell them why I only showed you the first 4 minutes though. If you're gonna tell the story, tell the complete story.
Basically, to be quick, he wanted to show me like something that was like super like crazy or lit. I don't know why he wanted to show me, honestly. So I checked it out, and like the first 4 minutes, I just see like gruesome images. So I immediately told him I'm never gonna watch it again in my life. That's Mary Nikki.
Again, tell him how long ago was
3
this?
3 months later.
No, don't say it. No, it was years.
3 months later,
That boy came to me.
I'm looking for a new anime.
That boy came to me 2 years later.
And I stumbled across something called Future Diary. So it was dubbed. I checked it out, and it was just a crazy show, basically about how a boy gets a cell phone that tells him how he's going to. It tells him how or when he's gonna die ahead of time. So gets him paranoid and like just scared, and just cause like it just you gotta check the show out. It's crazy. Why I like this show so much is because like okay, you think it's simple. A boy gets the phone and he tells him how like people around him are gonna die and how he's gonna die and stuff like that. Made a competition and everything. So it's just like okay, you see how this is gonna end. He's gonna be like the last two, and then like you know what I'm saying, blah 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 blah. We get introduced to this crazy ass chick that he's supposed to love. Chick. That's supposed to be his love interest. But little do we know, it is super flipped. This chick, I forgot her name. I'm not really good with names.
You know, right?
You know.
Yeah, he's
Especially
Yuki.
on the main character.
He's Yuki. He's, you know, yeah.
And it's like some crazy type stalker type love, like
Oh,
we
not
didn't
even,
know because she
without a
played
doubt.
it so player. She was so player about it, like
Was she?
I mean, it was player in the beginning, and then we find out later in the end, or later in the middle, that this show is built on top of parallel universes. Honestly, I really did not expect that because, like, that's like some Avenger Endgame stuff, like, you know, 5 years before it even
we gonna
happened.
keep going to this Avengers Endgame.
Check out that movie; it's a very good movie. It's super relevant. I was just shocked to see how this chick, who's from another universe, now I might add, came back to, I guess, the present universe, killed her other self and her parents, and lived in that house with the dead bodies and acted like nothing
that was crazy.
was wrong with her every day in school. This chick is certified crazy.
Oh,
And when
she's
Homeboy
crazy.
found out, and he was not with it because obviously she's crazy, she tried to go to the third universe and do it all over again.
You feel me? It was a
She
Spitfire
killed
here
the
too, fam.
headmaster.
Do you want the Spitfire?
She's killing she's killing everybody. So I'm just saying, like, it's not like, you know, one of the crazy, like, top 10 shows in my list and stuff. It's just plot twist wise, I had no idea it was going to happen.
No,
And
definitely.
I highly recommend you guys check that out if you're looking for something that, you know, blow your mind.
Yeah. Speaking of plot twists, my boy, you know what I'm saying, he always try to cap. You know what I'm saying? My boy always capping. So I want to give you some more backstory on it. How it went down was, I pulled this anime out. I said, "Hey, bruh, have you checked out this anime, Mirror Nikki?" He said, "No." I said, "Oh, bruh, I'm telling you, man, this mug is fire than a mug, bruh." I showed him the first 5 minutes, and if you show the first 5 minutes, it shows like some girl stabbing somebody. You know what I'm saying? So you're just like, "Oh, that's crazy." Now my man isn't really with the gory stuff, and I knew that. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to go in preempting, like, "Hey, bro, just let you know it gets a little crazy." And he was like, "Nah, bro, I can't do it. I can't do gore and all that would stuff." My man comes back to me a year, maybe 2 years later, talking about, "Hey, bro, have you heard of this show, Future Diary?" I almost boxed him on sight.
Oh, he really almost hit me. It was crazy. He was mad.
And like it was so funny because when I went, I swung at him. My man was truly bewildered, like, "Whoa, what's the problem? What's all this
I'm
stuff?"
trying to give you a show. I'm trying to give you a hook.
I'm trying to help you out, and you gonna disrespect me. And I had so much hostility for this dude, and I said, "Bruh."
Mind you, I'm a real hater, so like it happens.
You'll trust me. We're only on episode 2. You'll understand. Once we get I swear when we get to episode 5, 6, 7, 8, they're gonna be like, this dude Symbol really a hater. So you know what I'm saying?
Y'all are both haters though. You hate on Bleach so hard.
Brad, just don't like. But that's not my fault, fam. Bleach, was saying, you can honestly tell me, like, I don't know what episodes were fillers. You know what I'm saying? I just found out like it was really.
Yeah, that's the only knock on it.
It was really messed about fillers. But I'm like,
it's whole filler arcs.
That's what I'm saying. So like I can't
use popularity to make some money. I understand. You gotta capitalize, bro.
Exactly. You say I'm a hater, but what you can also say is I'm consistent. Like I said, like that's the whole reason why Naruto got knocked. Remember?
Hater.
I'm not a consistent hater, but I'm saying I'm consistent. Hold on. Oh, they're going right over there. I'm gonna go where Jazzy is. You know what I'm saying? But,
so what's up? I want to hear some more plot twists and shows, man.
But
who's gonna be my show?
Oh, the show is amazing.
Parallel universes, bro. Come on now. Who else doing that?
Hold on.
Except Avengers Endgame.
Stop spoiling. Well, I missed every shot. Back up. All right, Dev, you go first because we're in a fight. I mean, you go next. But Mirror Nikki, definitely a phenomenal show. If you haven't checked it out, check it out.
I'm fighting the boss on Sekiro right now, but fuck it. So,
my fault.
here's my pick, and I'm gonna go to one of the big 3. I'm gonna hit you with the Naruto
right there.
plot twist. Now I'm talking about Itachi. So at the beginning of the show, they all, give their reason why they want to become a shinobi or whatever.
Definitely.
And Sasuke's is to kill a certain someone.
Oh yeah.
A certain
when he hit.
Because Itachi killed his whole family.
Whole family. Jingles picking up.
Whole family. Like,
This something like that?
Whole family.
the whole clan.
Mommy, daddy, auntie, uncle, grandpa, nigga from the store.
Baby mama.
Bloodline now, right?
Baby mama.
he got hit by another squad.
So Sasuke's whole goal in life is to kill his brother.
Facts.
To become stronger, right? So
Facts.
he turns evil.
That's so disrespectful.
In pursuit of this.
Oh, for sure.
Later, after he fights him, he finds out that his brother actually is an evil, and he saved the village.
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes, sir.
the Uchiha clan, Sasuke is an Uchiha, was planning a coup. And so Itachi's mission was to kill everybody to save the village and stop the coup. But what's really fucked up is that this is a twofold
Exactly.
twist.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Because his best friend,
Shisui.
Yeah, she's sweet.
had the power to talk to Itachi's dad and change his mind about the coup. But this nigga Danzo killed him.
Exactly. We know Danzo didn't physically kill Shisui. You know what I'm saying?
We know, he didn't kill
You
him.
know what I'm saying? But
He killed him.
it led to his death. It led to
Why
his
did
death.
Itachi kill him though?
Technically, he killed himself. He jumped off the Uti, the thing. But
Didn't Itachi push him though?
I don't know about that. Like it's all I'm saying it's all implied. He gives him his eye. He gives him his eye, and it's all implied. You know what I'm saying?
Either way,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I haven't watched this particular.
Same. I didn't know. Yeah.
Sasuke later finds out
Yeah.
that his brother wasn't evil. Now his whole goal in life has changed.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
And the reason why I think this is the best plot twist is because, for one, it was so unexpected.
Definitely.
Half of the show was built around Sasuke turning evil and Naruto trying to get him back.
Exactly.
And the whole reason he was even doing that in the first place wasn't the case.
Exactly.
And then you get the plot twist resolved when Itachi meets Sasuke when he's resurrected and he gets a chance to tell him that he loves him.
Beautiful. No, that scene was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Did he poke him on the forehead when he said that? Or did he just he gave him forehead to forehead? Ah, that was crazy.
Yeah. Forehead to forehead.
All right. I was gonna only choose one, but I got debated into choosing both. It says my connection is already trashed, so hopefully we can only keep this to 2 parts. The first one I'm gonna go with is Angel Beats. And on a separate podcast, I want to argue that Angel Beats is the saddest anime to ever exist. You know what I'm saying? I don't even watch sad anime like that. Like I really like, literally because of this anime, I can no longer watch that sad anime because I'm like, I choked up so hard I had to take a break from anime for like a week, and I was like, yo, I gotta hug my mom. Anyways, if we know in Angel Beats, they're dead. It really starts off like that. It starts off like, yo, you just died, but now you're in purgatory. So the whole setting is based in purgatory. You feel me? And it's funny because it's like a slice of life. Like you're just going through a regular day, high school students or whatever, middle school students, whatever they do. You know, anime is crazy. And at the end of the day, they have to fight this character. They have to fight this angel. This angel comes around and it just attacks and I don't know. You can't die, but you kill and you just come back, right? So the angel comes around, attacks, and Voodoo Angel starts attacking him, and the whole school is just like fighting this one angel, lighting her up, and she's coming in with the hands, ba 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 ba, you get worked, ba 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 ba, you're dead again, da 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 da, you better come back, Yamcha, and she's just fucking them up, right? Plot twist: turns out this character is not an angel at all. This character is actually another one of those students, and she just plays the angel in the villain role to help them pass on to the afterlife. You know what I'm saying? And there's a bunch of other scenes, like, you know what I'm saying, like how she got there and how she knows the main character and stuff like that. That is also a plot twist, and I'm not gonna get into that because I don't care about that part. I just feel like that the fact that she wasn't an actual angel and her whole goal was to help the people there pass on to a happier life. Now, there's some extra stuff in there. If you haven't seen the show and you're really trying to like choke up, there's some stuff in there to handle that. You know what I'm saying? On some sadder than in-game type-ish. You know what I'm saying? Is that the one you argued, Dev, or you wanted me to talk about the like actually how she got there?
So here's my thing. It's more so how she got there.
Okay.
My thing is that there's a huge. I love the show.
Show was amazing. That mug.
But there is a massive plot hole.
Yes, exactly. Okay, good. We can talk. All right.
And it's really unfortunate.
You want me to talk? I'll tell the plot twist at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like we already told these people, like if you come into like this podcast, expect spoilers. You know what I'm saying? Don't come in this podcast. All right.
And then I'll explain how it's a plot hole.
All right. So the second plot twist was actually another like big plot twist because the main character, when the main character gets in there, he doesn't have memories of how he died, which is, they said, very normal with people that die suddenly. Like you're like, wait, how did I get here? When did I get here? Like that. Throughout the series, of course, he starts getting his memories back, and you're trying to find out how come he's getting his memories back and how this happened and this happened. Like how he died isn't really how he died. There's actually more to it. So it turns out in the end, the angel or not angel has the main character's heart. After he died, he was an organ donor, so he transplanted his heart transplant was put into the person's body, so the angel's body. So the reason he's getting his memories back is because at some point he dies again, and he rests his head on her chest, and he hears his own heartbeat. So he's starting to get his memories back, and he's starting to, like, you know what I'm saying, come back and like, oh, this happened. Now you go ahead, you can talk about the plot hole. You know what I'm saying? Talk about that.
Is that these kids are in purgatory or whatever because they've died before they really got to live life.
Exactly.
And they're here so that they can enjoy life before they pass on. Right? That's the whole established thing. When the main character gets there, this whole like setup
is already established. Yeah.
This girl is the angel that's already established.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense
that
she got his heart.
Already there, yeah.
Right? And then, if she did get the heart transplant,
when she died, exactly.
So like, where was he this whole time? Where was his?
Purgatory.
A whole other purgatory.
Yeah.
And then, like, why is she there?
All right, definitely.
And then, like, if he's the only one left because they helped everybody else move.
Exactly. That one also. Yeah, I have both those. No, I think I swear what I think it is he becomes the new quote unquote angel. Not like he is gonna do all the things like she did, like she augmented her body and stuff like that. He's not gonna do all that, but just like how they helped everybody pass on before. He's gonna help them, the new people pass on. I was thinking the same thing. Like, not only is he stuck there forever, is because remember how he ended. Like, remember he didn't. You know. All right, we're just gonna ruin the show for y'all if y'all ain't seen it. Whatever. Remember how he didn't want her to go.
Yeah.
Because remember how like
if she says I love you, then that's when she's gonna move.
She's gonna feel exactly because she wanted to get married and all this stuff. Married, like love, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
Is now that she's gone, does he feel unaccomplished? Like, dang, I'm not with the person I love now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, now does that make it feel like, I'm like, now how do you pass on? You know what I'm saying? Because like now that your mind is, you know what I'm saying, messed up. All right, since we're here, give me, what was your saddest person who passed on? Like, not what was like, either what was the saddest backstory or what was the saddest?
It was for sure the girl because she disappeared in his arms. Like,
oh, you think so? Oh, that's fun. Okay. I'm not gonna say funny. It ain't funny. It was heartbreaking.
what was yours?
Because the worst thing about it was, I'm trying to think of another, because I swear I just saw it, is the thing that made it so cringing to me was that we're in Endgame, I mean, we're in Infinity War, they turn to dust, so you have that time to hold on to them. In this one, they're just gone.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he did kind of like stumble.
You know what I'm saying?
Kind of funny.
It's like you feel me? Like it's like they're there, and in an instant they're gone. Right. The saddest one to me was homegirl who didn't have any legs or couldn't go out because she was in the hospital her whole life.
Yeah.
And she was like, I want to learn how to wrestle. I want to learn how to hit a home run. I want to learn how to do this and do that, do this. And like at one point, homeboy wouldn't hit the home run or whatever, right? And she couldn't hit the home run, right? And she was like, it's fine. I'm happy I tried. The last thing I want to do is I want to get married. And the main character was like, hey, I can't help you with that one. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? My heart ain't with you. You feel me? And homeboy pulled up and was like, I'll marry you. And she was like, nah, we can't get married because I'm a homebody, I'm stuck, and you're all outside. Like, cause he was all athletic and whatever, right? He's like, I'm a homebody and all athletic, and you were gonna stay here, and you're gonna stay. And he was like, yo, even if I'm athletic, I'll hit a home run into your window, and I'll walk in, and I'll stay with you forever. Da 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 da. And like while he's explaining to her, the bat and the helmet is just on the floor.
Yeah.
I low-key choked up right there. I was like, can a brother finish his sentence? God dang. Like we get like that whole like the alternate timeline type of thing where we see what happens like if they had met in real life and whatever stuff, right? And then they come back and she already gone. I'm like, dang. Shout out to Angel Beats. That show was underrated. That and Gurren Lagann. All right, my number one though is I have to go with Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan, and none of that obvious plot twist type of stuff. Okay, I was trying to focus. Whatever. None of that obvious plot twist like, oh my God, Eren is the Titan, or oh my God, they got moles in the rank. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hero Academia. The plot twist that really got me shooketh was the fact that my boy got eaten. You feel me? Now, because as we were discussing
I'm ready for this argument.
The fact that we were discussing Game of Thrones, like we were really arguing with our homie the other day, when it comes to Game of Thrones, you have multiple characters, right? You have numerous characters, so you can kill off a main character and another main character can carry the story, right? And since we also talking about, since I brought up Gurren Lagann, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you get on this show, you can catch the spoilers. Gurren Lagann, basically, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. If you ain't seen Gurren Lagann, you slipping, fam, because like that mug is a classic. Whereas in Gurren Lagann, you feel me? I felt like it was maybe a crazier death because the main character in season 1 had already been there so long. Kamina, you feel me? Kamina had already been there so long. I think he dies in like episode 8, 9, 10, right? So at this point, you're like, yo, man, like, what is this show gonna go on with? Like, you feel me? Like, wait, we supposed to say with Simone now? Like, what kind of show you think this is? I ain't about to watch the show because it's Simone. Shout out to Simone, that boy's a savage. He did his thing. Whereas, you know what I'm saying? At that point, you're like, how am I supposed to continue with this show? In Attack on Titan, when my boy gets
like that.
Hold on, no, exactly. When my boy Eren got eaten, you're like, yo, this is so early. We could just hop onto a new character. You feel me? Like
I get it.
Like you thought like, yo, this actually could happen. You feel me? Like he could really be gone. You know what I'm saying? Like whereas like even when it came to Gurren Lagann, I was like, he gonna come back next episode. On some, you know what I'm saying? What happened? Oh, you good? The boss?
I didn't know this bitch was a boss.
Yeah, exactly.
Go to work.
I had no idea.
You feel me?
Yo, I just want to say real quick, Eren getting eaten was super like surprising, bro. I did not see that happening. Like yeah, as you said, it was too early.
But you know what I mean, right?
In that show alone,
there's somebody over here. See.
In my opinion, the best plot twist in that show is the fact that the
oh, let me get one.
Out of calcified Titans. I thought that shit was crazy.
Oh, that was crazy.
Being Titans.
Oh yeah. But
it's a lot of plot twists in that.
There's a lot of plot twists, but I would admit.
The biggest one.
We got one.
Other than the fact that.
But I thought the whole
what the fuck? Why can't I shoot?
The whole Titans in the Wall thing was crazier in the manga than it was in the anime. In the anime, they kind of just teased it. You feel me? They was like, oh yeah, also we got Titans here. And I was like, okay, that's cool. In the manga, I don't know if you read it in the manga. Good stuff. Behind you. Oh, this is not our teammate, is
it? I'm just saying, bro. Like when we had homeboys going through the whole academy and stuff with the homeboy and homeboy. I had no idea that they could even be Titans, bro. That's just one of the most surprising things. Like, you may really be saying like your enemy beating your circle. They was literally Annie being a Titan.
Mm-hmm.
Like bro, these are people that he knows. You know what I'm saying?
The Annie was a bigger shocker to me than the other two. Because Annie we really with. We really mess with Annie. Annie taught us some things. Annie was a
She
savage.
told us some things. She had to be with us.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
But like I said,
come downstairs.
when it came to
Come downstairs.
exactly.
Said,
nah, I ain't playing.
I said, Annie, go downstairs. Annie, go downstairs. Annie, please go downstairs.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay?
Annie, are you okay? You okay? You said that boy Annie was getting hot. Like, hold on.
He was getting.
He was really. He's gonna go Titan right there. He's gonna go Titan right there. Like, hold on.
But that's why I fuck with Annie at the same time though. Like no matter what happened, I never like, you know how some characters they flip on you, you be mad at her, you be mad at them. Like Aizen flipped, I said fuck you Aizen, I don't give a fuck about you. She flipped, I was still messing with her because she was on some savage stuff like, yo, you ain't about to catch me slipping. I'm not about to just pull down these stairs when I know what the deal is. You feel me? I know what my abilities are. You ain't about to catch me.
She could have been like, oh, okay, I guess I'll go downstairs.
You feel me? She could have played stupid dumb. She could have played dumb and went down there and been like, dang, they got me down here.
Smile,
she was like, she was like, nah.
Nah, I'm not gonna go down there, bro.
But that's the thing about
it. You can fight right now, if anything.
Exactly. What got me was, that happens in other shows, Sam. You have moles in the system. Okay. You feel me? In other shows, the character turns into the main character turns into the thing they hate. I already gave you like examples. Vampire Knight, Tokyo Ghoul.
Him turning into a Titan versus him getting eaten, like bro. Him turning into a Titan is like
listen, I'm saying,
way more shocking.
That's stuff.
Because if anything, we thought, as I said last night, he thought he can be a Levy. He can be a Mikasa. There's an OP dude on the gear. She could have been that.
No.
There was no things necessarily saying he was gonna be a Titan. Yeah, he had amnesia. Yeah, he had flashbacks. But like, come on now.
No, but that's exactly what you're saying. In the beginning, we thought, oh
my man, my man turned to a Titan too.
Yeah, but listen, this is what I'm saying.
All right.
When we going into the show, we was like, oh, he gonna be the next Levy. Did we even know who Levy was at that time? No, right?
No, we thought he was gonna be Levy.
Yeah, we thought he was gonna be the next Levy. We thought he was gonna be Mikasa and stuff like that, right? But then as soon as he got eaten, and I saw the Titan, I said, that's Aaron right there, bro. You feel me? I could predict that because I've seen stuff like this before. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to when it comes to most
things, bro, we already could guess that he was gonna get eaten.
No, you don't guess that he's gonna get eaten.
Yeah.
Do you saw that coming?
Hey, bro, you don't be saying bold things like I'm gonna be a pirate king or I'm gonna be Hokage and you don't get tested. Homeboy said I'm gonna kill every single one of you.
Did Ace die? I mean, did Luffy die?
But he still got tested.
You can getting bodied and getting eaten is two different things. Stop pretending like that's the same thing. Stop pretending like getting
bodied until he almost got bodied, bro. Like just, bro.
Hold on. You're telling me getting eaten by a Titan and getting lit up by Katakuri is the same thing. Getting lit up by Aokiji. When Aokiji put hands on Luffy, you thought he was dead? No, you thought he was dead.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's a wrap.
Come on now.
Did you think he was dead or did you think he lost?
Same thing with Homeboy.
Oh, did you think he was dead or did you think he lost?
I'm gonna keep it 100. I honestly did not know if Luffy was gonna make it when he got poisoned. I was like,
oh, for sure. He ate that.
What? we 800 episodes in. You was like, all right, they about to kill the main character now.
So tell me how you thought he was gonna get that poison out of him.
I thought Homegirl was going, you know what I'm saying? Surgery. Man, Law pull up one time for the one time.
Okay, I thought Homie was gonna get eaten and then they're gonna get spit out. Same thing.
No, you did not. He lost his arm. He reached for Armin and said, Armin, let's go to the outside. Lost his arm. And then he swallowed him. You was like, yo, it's a wrap for my dude. I guess Armin is the main character now. And then as soon as you saw the Titan, you were like, oh, never mind. There he go, right there.
I'll go back to what I said. You don't make bold comments and you don't get tested.
Here's the thing.
I asked myself, because I didn't watch the show. I said, how is he going to beat all these Titans? And boom, he took an L right here. This is an early L. I have no idea how he's going to get these Titans.
I think what the difference...
He turned into a Titan. Now he has a chance to body these things, which was shocking to me, because I had no idea how he was going to test these Titans.
So you knew he was going to get eaten, but you didn't know he was going to turn into a Titan.
No. I knew he was gonna get tested. That's what I'm
saying. Okay, stop saying I'm acting like getting tested and getting eaten is the same thing.
Bro,
you can catch a body. You can catch a body. You can catch a body. You can get tested with arm long. You can get tested. You can get tested, but you can't die.
An L is an L, bro. I thought he was gonna die. He took an L and died. That's an L.
I'm not saying it's not an L.
Okay,
I'm
he
not
died,
saying it's
bro.
not an L.
Like when Jon
but,
Snow died. When Jon Snow died, like what did you think?
This dude just dropping spoilers on purpose now. He is dropping.
If they ain't caught up by the Bell episode, they shouldn't be watching this.
I thought as soon as they killed him, he's coming back.
I thought as soon as they killed Aaron, he's coming back. I was not shocked. I was not shocked. I'm not gonna lie. He's all up in the theme song.
What does that mean to me? Kamina was in the theme song. What does that mean to me?
He's all up in the theme song, bro. He's coming back. But dude, you can't underestimate. How is he? He's not Mikasa. He's not Annie. He's not these niggas that are nice on these fucking on the gears.
What are you talking about? In episode what?
Good.
In episode.
He's good.
No, hold on. The episode.
Not nice.
The episode before that, he had to go through the whole like, oh, I have broken machinery, and I still was able to handle the same thing y'all were doing with broken machinery. Was that not? So after you was like, oh, this dude has talent.
He has talent.
He has talent that we better than what we expected. So he's like, oh, my man is actually gonna do some things. And then he's like,
he wasn't that good. As I said, he wasn't that good.
I'm not saying. I'm not gonna give. I'm gonna give him a props because in the manga he's definitely handled
machinery. I bet Levy will make it look easy.
You say that now because you know who Levy is. At that point, you didn't know who Levy was. You just knew the squad. You was like, oh, these are the people here. You knew Armin, Mikasa, and Annie and Aaron. And Armin was like, yo, man, I want to go see the outside world with you. And he jumped in that boy's mouth, pushed Armin out, was like, yo, man, I want to go see the world with you at the same time. And then he got eaten. It's early enough, like I said. It's different when you kill a main character off. If you kill a main character off in after like 10. Let me finish. At a certain.
Come on, bro.
All right, go ahead, get your point.
He took an L.
Go ahead, get your point.
Is he still alive? Then he didn't die. He took an L. Like I say, you get tested.
Are you done? You gonna let me speak?
And took an L.
Are you finished or are you done?
You can't. Your argument can't be when your main character. Your main argument can't be when your main character dies and he didn't die. We didn't think he was going to die. Only you did. But that's not even more as surprising as him turning into a Titan, which you probably would have known before. I didn't know that before. I didn't know he was gonna turn into his worst enemy. Let's be real. I thought he was gonna do it by himself.
Are you done?
So your argument can't be when your main character dies. You just can't. I'm sorry. I just can't agree with that.
I'm happy you got your points out. Can I get my points out now?
Get your point out.
All right.
It's redundant.
We've seen numerous main characters die.
Oh, there he goes. Isn't that funny? Yeah. Hey, it's a good episode, guys. You know what I'm saying? Come back next week. You know what I'm saying? That shit is hilarious. I know he's finna be hot. I don't know, bro. That's just how. Fuck it. I see what he's saying, but like, that nigga didn't die though. I was like, oh, this dude turned into a Titan. I never saw that happening. And then they explain how, and then you find out other people can, and that's just even more plot twist, bro. That's just how I see it. Like, we seen homeboys. Mama get, I'd say much more shocking. His mama got eaten in front of him. I did not expect that to happen.
My fault. My controller died.
Got broken.
Oh, you didn't like that? Cool.
My controller. Yeah.
Oh, damn. So he could show her all that.
All that sneak dissing. So let me get my point out. Let me get my point across. Yeah, that dude, he the dumbest mother lover I ever heard in my life. I swear to God, I don't know nothing. Oh, you here? Hey, what's good, bro? How you doing?
Oh, shit.
You see how he ran like a little.
Oh, wait, had no argument. Oh, now all of a sudden you lagging out when it's time to get your argument in there. No. Anyways.
That's crazy.
So anyway, at a certain point, right, no matter what type of series you have, animation, anime, live action, your main character, once your main character lives to a certain amount of point, he's carrying the show, right? Yes, we already know that. So you can't kill your character off at a certain point in the series because then you would have no more show. We know that. That's why I said when stuff like Jon Snow dying, you're like, hey man, this series is too far and he's too big of the main character to die. Whereas at the same time, Kamina dies in Gurren Lagann, and you're like, wait a minute, this is 8 episodes. Like, this is his show. There's no way he's gonna die after 8 episodes. He's carried the whole show. Whereas Attack on Titan, 5 episodes in and you know there's a whole series left, you're like, wait, it's early enough that you could kill this character off and he can be carried by a different character. So that's why the shock factor is like, wait, this is actually very possible. Whereas again, like I said, these other ones, and stop pretending like dying and getting bodied.
Hey, don't go that way.
Ah, dang. I'm so slow.
But he didn't die.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's my second part. The part is you're using information. Hold on, you're using information. No, he didn't. He died for sure. Maybe episode and a half. You're using information from stuff that we know now. Yes, now we know how Levy is. Yes, now we know that Mikasa is. Yes, now that we know he's not dead. You're using information that we know now. You got to go back to the point where when you saw the episode, the point is like you're going like. You gotta live it in the moment. You gotta live it in the moment. You're saying, and then now you're saying such as things like you didn't know. Hold on, you're saying
I thought
stuff.
He was gonna die, but I didn't think the episode was gonna end.
Why would he?
It's at the same level, bro. It's at the same level, honestly.
It's really not, fam. Like, come on, bro. You can't look at me at 100 episodes, 800 episodes in and be like, yo, this main character's really about to die. No, he's not. Like, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't look the same when it comes like
7 episodes deep, and he dies early. So what's the difference, bro?
It was episode 5, bro. Like.
I'm not looking at Armin. I'm not looking at Mikasa, bro. Like, come on now, bro. You know they're not gonna let him die.
Hold on.
If you don't even watch anime that much, you can watch the show, see him die, and be like,
I was going to my part.
I wonder how they're gonna bring him back, or if he really died.
You're pretending like as if like this is the first show ever where they brought I can't get you. Wait, where you at? Actually, I'll come get you. You're acting like this is the first episode ever where they're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? He becomes the thing he hates. No, bro, that happens in almost every anime. They did that in Hellsing. They did that in Hellsing. He became a vampire. They did in Vampire Knight, became a vampire. They did that in Tokyo Ghoul. He became a ghoul. They did that in give me another one, Dev.
Kind of D Gray Man.
They did D Gray Man, and that was from beginning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Actually, he became both. He became an Akuma and he became a Noah. He became. Yusuke. Oh, exactly. He didn't hate him, but yeah. But still though, he becomes the thing that he's fighting. They do it so often in shows, bro. Like.
So you said so.
We can do DBZ. He becomes a god. Like after he fights the gods.
Stop. So right when you saw this show, you're like, oh, he's for sure gonna turn into one of those mindless.
On God, I did. On everything I love, I did.
Okay, for sure.
As soon as I saw it, I said, yo,
I saw that he was gonna get eaten by a Titan because he was out here calling them out, wanted to smoke, and took the L. That's all I'm saying.
But you just said you thought. Stop saying he didn't die like you knew he didn't die when it happened. You said you thought. You said he thought he was gonna be the next. He was gonna be the next Levy and stuff like that. Even though we didn't meet Levy yet, so that doesn't make sense. How you thought he was gonna be the next Levy?
Did he chew him up or did he whole gulp that dude?
He bit him, ripped it. Hold on.
Something about my door. Yeah, arm, bro. Shout out my tanks.
And then he swallowed them, like oh, wrap it up.
Okay, cool. So he didn't even chew him up.
It don't matter, right? Would you, bro? It's body acid, fam. You don't need to chew up. You don't need to get chewed up, fam.
If you get your head bit off like his mom, oh for sure. I'm looking at Armin. I'm looking at Mikasa. Like,
and then that's the thing. You're trying to use a plot twist on the mom being. You're trying to say the mom was a bigger plot twist. She died in episode 1. How you a plot twist in episode 1? No. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think his mom was.
That's as much as an impact I got from.
I didn't think his mom was going. I thought his mom was gonna make it. Oh, that's a person.
Oh God, bro. Oh God. When his mom died, I was like, ooh.
I was calling your name 26 times.
Because I'm not talking right now.
I'm gonna do something.
He has gold armor.
Dude, Bob left and right. Damn it.
Who called me?
Nah, bro. Nah, man. I didn't get no damage. Oh, I got 78. So trash this game, man. Yeah, we gotta wrap it up. We can't have like 2-hour podcasts. It's all good, bro. We're learning. I think you just gotta have like a little more structure. We gotta like copy how they go on first take, but like incorporate pretty people. Cause that's how I feel like Molly starts off and she gets homeboy. She gets homeboy his eye. She gets homeboy his eye, and then you the third guy. You know he says, and then they start counter.
I'll argue that the second meteor was a
Did you wrap up the podcast?
It's not done. I'll argue that the second meter was a bigger plot twist than Itachi. Now I see what you're saying. You're saying the plot twist was a bigger significant. The Itachi thing was a bigger significant.
Yes, sir.
Was a bigger. You're saying the
Yes, sir.
The him being a good guy was a better like plot, significance to the story. I'll give you that, even though I kind of don't, because I think it only affects Sasuke like personally, because even Naruto still thought he was bad in the end. Even when he met him the second time, he was like, I'm a better brother than you. I'll be a better brother than you decide than you ever will. And Itachi was like, all right, bro. The shock value, it's all about shock value, bro. Like how do you treat me emotionally? You feel me? What is my reaction to you? When you saw them go ham on that first meteor, you was like, dang, it took so much out of that squad. Dang, they was about to die. And then he hit you with the, what you gonna do about that second one? You quote that to this day. To this day, when you quoting it, bruh, when you quoting it, when it's probably one of the best scenes in anime history, I can argue about that. That has to bump up it in the level of like, dang, this is a big plot twist. No, I'm sorry, but the thing about plot, okay.
It's not a plot twist though. It's just something surprising.
No. A plot twist.
The plot doesn't revolve around that though.
It's not about the plot revolving around it. It's an unexpected point in the plot where you thought the plot was going one way. When you thought the plot was going one way, and it went a different way. We thought, oh man, they stopped this meteor. Then the plot said, psych!
Sure. Plot twist.
You thought, you know what I'm saying? And I think he
like
killed.
Like when you have life handled.
That's not like.
Bro, what I'm saying is, you're saying you're giving the plot twist of the significance of Itachi. Like, it brought down his path. I'm saying, when we saw Itachi, when we found that Itachi was good, we weren't like, oh, Itachi's good. We was like, that's cool.
Yes, what are you talking about?
We was like, all right, I'm happy to hear that. That's nice to know. Because that ain't changed anything that you felt about Itachi before. You already thought Itachi was a savage. Already. You already was like, yo, this boy Itachi really about that life. You know what I'm saying? So when you found out he was good, you were just like...
It added depth to his character that he didn't have.
But what I'm saying is, it didn't go from Itachi was cool to now he a savage. You went from Itachi's a savage to Itachi's a savage. Nothing changed, you feel me? When you got to that, when you saw that meteor, you was like... I was gonna say, yeah, go ahead.
Is that, when you find out that the one thing he could, like, he killed his baby mama who was about to have his son.
That's still crazy to me to this day. To this day. That's crazy to this day.
I actually don't know what the gender was.
Like, I don't know how you can be a good guy and do that, but yeah.
You thought you really had a baby mama?
His fiance that was pregnant with his kid killed her. The one person he couldn't kill was Sasuke.
Exactly.
They wanted him to kill Sasuke.
So that was, he said that.
But he was like, nah.
No, definitely. I'm saying, I hear an emotional aspect. It did nothing for me emotionally. I said, oh, that's cool. That boy a real savage. I already knew it. He was already my dude. Evil or good, he was gonna be a savage. He was gonna be a top tier character for me, without a doubt. You feel me? Just at that point, because he was handling people. He was handling people like Itachi. He already handled. Jiraiya had said like nobody can get out of here. He had got out of there. He's already like you said, he was already a catalyst for Sasuke. Sasuke was evil even when he found out. Even when he found out Itachi was good, Sasuke was still in his evil tip. So that didn't change Sasuke that much. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm just sitting there like, all right, bro, wherever you stood at me, landed for me in the beginning, you're still there. Now, was I happy to hear he's a good guy? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I was like,
happy feelings. But you were a savage either way. You feel me? That's why I say.
Itachi more as the villain,
and when it came down to it,
you
like who? You like who more?
I like Itachi being the villain.
As the villain, or when he played the villain?
You never heard about like somebody like?
Oh yeah, definitely. No, that was on some crucial stuff.
His whole
yeah. It kind of, yeah. It did kind of like take it away a little bit. You was like,
different.
Yeah.
I was different. Like, oh, you that bold, and then you find out he's in an organization of like outlaw ninja.
Oh yeah. Even when he told him in the beginning, then wasn't he like?
He boxed Kakashi so it looked like Kakashi different
He didn't just box him. He boxed him with ease. That's what made it really like, oh man, oh boy is out here.
Kakashi was that guy, bro. I thought Kakashi was that guy. And then he had him in the hospital. I said,
like, homeboy was up here. I told you, when homeboy was out here doing.
Like, you can take an L.
Exactly. When you was looking at Jiraiya some type of way, right? We was looking at Kakashi some type of way. And Itachi was handling these two people with ease. You're like, yo, this dude Itachi is really that dude, bro. Like, don't mess with my boy.
I'll make the argument that Jiraiya handled him, though. I'll make that argument.
Would handle him, or did they ever get in a fight, right? Oh, handle him as in, like, he handled him. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. But he had to escape.
I mean, I understand why, though. They didn't want to war.
Oh, he's like, nah, we came to do one thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Try to give Sasuke a little bit.
Nice Jiraiya was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, homeboy's taking no pains.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he put the ball on. Yeah, no, Itachi was a savage, bro. But I understand why they did it, though. When I found out he was good, I was like, okay, I can see why. And it changed Sasuke, as you said. And that was a big plot twist, bro. I was like, oh, damn.
I'm not saying
you was a savage, but you was the hero?
Exactly.
But did you have to kill the whole village still? I understand why she was like,
I liked it better when he was like, I was testing my abilities.
I like that.
I liked that. I was like, oh, okay, for sure. Like, you a different kind of person. I was like, do the darn thing.
I watched a lot of anime.
I never heard no line like just because he was like, yeah, Itachi's a genius. Itachi's a genius. You know what I'm saying? And they were just like, yeah, homeboy. And I was like, oh, for sure. And then I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all because like then you get a plot twist after a plot twist after a plot twist that everything that happened kind of like diffuses everything he does. Itachi killed his whole village. Actually, he didn't kill it by. Actually, he's a good guy. Actually, he didn't kill the whole village by himself. It was him and Madara or Obito. Actually, it wasn't even his call. He wasn't even trying to do the whole kill the whole village thing. It was Danzo's call. Actually, it could have been. Actually, Itachi's not the only person who could do it. Shisui could have did it himself, but then Shisui got caught by Danzo, so it had to be Itachi. Like, it had to be Itachi. Yeah. It was like every time I looked up, they were diffusing more of his thing. So where I looked at him I looked at him like, oh, he's a savage who can kill his whole clan, the whole Uchiha clan, and we see these Sharingans ain't no joke. He's a real genius. To a point where like, oh, he couldn't, like I said, oh, he was only at this level. They kept like demeaning his stuff. You feel me? So like it just got watered down the more we got through the series, and then plot twist after plot twist after plot twist after. Actually, it wasn't even Obito. Actually, it wasn't even Madara. Actually, it was just Kaguya. It all led to that one point. I was just like, it was all right, whatever. It happened. Like it got to a point where every time Sasuke brought it up, I kind of got over it. Every time Sasuke brought up like he's Itachi killed my family, I was like, hey, bro, you gotta get over that ish. Like, get over it. It happened. You know what I'm saying? I was like, come on, fam. I was like, here you go whining again, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Family and his auntie and uncle, bro. He ain't got nobody else, bro. Stop it. They killed Luffy's brother, and look what happened.
And I choked up. I choked up to this day. And I'm not even about to debunk the Mirror Nikki one because I thought that argument was trash in itself, so I don't even got to get into that. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna leave that out in the air. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh, is that a purple body shield that nobody picked up?
But yeah, man, I was gonna say thank you guys for checking in on us, man. We really appreciate that.
Anything else? Anything else we want to talk about?
What are we going over next week? To be continued. Find out next week.
We can ask them what they want to hear, but my vote is for the most overpowered character.
Overpowered? Okay, we can argue this. Oh, yeah. Overpowered. Okay.
Come with it. We'll have some characters. Let us know who might or should be on that list or should be brought up.
Definitely. So comment down below. What do you think the biggest plot twist is? Honorable mentions obviously go to Gurren Lagann. Obviously, honorable mentions go to even though I don't think Death Note had really maybe a Death Note ending plot twist. Gurren Lagann, Death Note. Code Geass definitely was a phenomenal one. What else? What else are we thinking? Please don't put Madoka Magica on there. Nobody cares. Though you can tell us about the Fairy Tail one, but Fairy Tail will never listen. We're gonna tell you right now. If you're a Fairy Tail fan, like hardcore fan, y'all not gonna like us. Actually, I don't even know. Dev, do you like Fairy Tail?
I do, but I'm not like hardcore with it.
Yeah, like
I kind of gave it on it.
I really despise Fairy Tail with a passion. Like I have a high key disdain for the show. Real quick, why is because the character, the what I said. Did I explain this last time? Where I said like he's always hyping it up but never delivering. Like my man always hypes up a character. He's great at rising action, but when it comes to the climax, is always disappointing. You know what I'm saying? Like he's
behind
you up here. Hold on. Let me fight this dude real quick. Is that you that's down? No, you're right here. Back up a little bit. Back up more. I got one behind me. Get him. Good stuff, boy. Pick up the homie this dip. Come on. Where you at? Let me here.
Yeah.
Use this L2. Do you have a medkit or no? Here, I got one. Use it.
Yeah, and his pockets. Yep. Patches.
Oh yeah. So long story short, my man always does Rising Action very well done. Like when he did the whole dragon, like he did the Gajil arc. I was like, yo, Gajil's a savage. Fight was whatever. He did the whole when he did the twin dragon thing, and right here is the other dude.
They're here.
Bamboozled. Why every time I start getting this conversation, people want to pull up? Behind you. Good bamboozle, boy. I'm with you.
He's running. He's all the way back there. Oh, he ran, bro. Run.
Alright, dip out. How far is it? The rise in action was great. When you find out, like, because we going into the show like, alright, it's Demon Slayers, you feel me? Like, we know that Demon Slayers, like, their dragons just disappeared one day. Then you find out that these two twin dragons that are light and darkness, and if you have light and darkness... Demon Slayer is late fine. If y'all not watching Demon Slayer yet, it's only like 5 episodes in. Cap on that now. I'm telling you, that's probably gonna be the best new anime in the new generation. It's already better than Hero Academia, and it's not at Seven Deadly Sins level yet. But Dragon Slayers. So when we go into the Dragon Slayers arc, we're like, hey, the Dragon Slayers, like, we know that Gajil and Natsu's dips disappeared, but we find out that these two Dragon Slayers actually slayed their dragons. So they're like, oh, these dudes are savages, right? And they got light and darkness, and as we already know from One Piece, Kizaru and Blackbeard, light and darkness, can do some things. So we're going in like, yo, y'all have no chance to go up against these dudes. And what happens when they fight them? Natsu beats them both in the first time he fights them by himself. And how does he beat them? With friendship. My man, it hit me like 3 times, bruh. It hit me like 3 different times.
The friendship boost happens in every show, though.
No,
Yeah,
but
exactly,
I'm saying,
bro. You can't
no,
act like it
no,
doesn't
no.
happen, yeah.
But that's
Don't
what I'm
play.
saying. I want to make sure you're clear. It's not that he said friendship. It's the fact that he beats them the first time he meets them. That's 1. Then he beats him by himself. That's 2. He just beat 2 and 1. Then he beats him with friendship. It was 3 hits. It was like he gave me a jab, then he haymakered my ish. And I was like, dang, friendship. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, at least give me like a little backstory of why he was able to beat him. Like, give me a training. And then he never kills any character off. Every person that dies comes back, turns into old age. My boy Happy really took a bomb to the face and just got an afro, fam. He took a bomb to the face, and he came back.
I think one of the biggest issues with the show is that it's always low stakes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
super low stakes.
The worst thing that was about to happen was they were gonna get rid of the concept of time.
Behind you, see. Oh, I got decoyed like a mug.
Without a concept of time, you wouldn't you just really wouldn't know what's going on. That was the highest stakes thing that was happening.
Yeah, bro.
And then obviously Zara. But honestly, the
fairy
tale plot twist is a really good one, though.
Can you explain the plot twist?
That is a really good one.
Time skip was trash also. We all know that. We all know the time skip was trash. They didn't age at all. Okay. They didn't get no stronger. But yes, please.
They didn't get no stronger.
What was the point of plot twist?
I don't know that they would do it justice because the plot twist in this show is still coming. Like they haven't revealed it yet.
But they teased it numerous times though.
Yeah, we'll just leave that for another discussion.
Okay, that's fine.
We need that in this one though. We got a 3-hour podcast.
Hey, that's how it is, man. If you really, when you fans, man. All right, you're right. Let's wrap it up. All right. Appreciate you guys, man. Like, subscribe, hit that little bell. Please comment below anybody who won the debate. Who do you think is really killing it? Who do you think has no points? I'm not saying any names, Simba. Who do you think just like, come, you know what I'm saying? Like, let us know. Did you just light me up? You just light me up. All right.
Let us know what topics y'all wanted to discuss.
Please. Topic and shows that we like to discuss. New shows that we need to check out. Like I'm telling you, I'm trying to get this dude C on Demon Slayer. He won't check it out because you know what I'm saying, he's already on so many shows. Shout out to Ace of Diamond coming back. We're so happy that we get this. What's his third season? We love it. All right. Deuces.